But me and HB are clear. I play this clean, just. So HB now has a problem with Rajetta, or Rajetta has a problem with HB. I'm not gonna say HB has a problem with her. She has a problem with her because we talk. Why I
So
got
childish.
Miss Netra, everybody's missing the point that Black Chicago's brother impregnated his daughter. Don't anybody see something wrong with that? They family
that?
has problems.
And do you know that from what I gather, grab a heart, show some love. Welcome to the team. That's what was private, and that's what makes this story more now intense because when she was in the room, and I'm gonna give y'all an example. When she was in the room with him, and he took up for his brother over that little girl, it triggered her with her past. This is what I think. And so she wanted to get him some kind of
That's
way.
what I believe too.
Do I feel like what she done? But I'm not in her body to know what she been through. But he took up for his brother doing that. So this is deep to me.
They still gonna blame her, even though she's the victim, and that's the sad part.
Somebody said, "Is that for sure true?" We don't know that to be true. No, Tina, we don't.
Well, I would say
And I'm not
allegedly.
gonna say I'm not gonna say allegedly because I'm repeating what she said. I'm repeating what she said. I don't know it to be true. I'm only repeating what she said. Who knows? But she said it. I mean, she said it.
Kev said he tried to come on his live a little while ago and try to explain himself, but he didn't let him come up.
Yeah. So one thing about it, I can't be sued or anything because I'm repeating what she said. She didn't say it allegedly. She said that's what he said. I wasn't there, I don't know, but she said that he made an excuse for his brother. I don't know if it's true now, and I'm not going to investigate it, y'all.
But if a man can tell you, Miss Netra, like she stated on that live, oh, I want you to put bows in your hair like a little child. I want you to look like a little girl. And she did it, because it was about the money. She even said, oh, you were in there, Miss Netra. She said she thought it was sick, but whatever. She was getting her bread. But for a man to say you like childlike lookings and HB got that little baby face at time and she can, dress it up like a child. But why would that be what you wanted her to impersonate? That's really weird to me
Why is
though.
that some pervert stuff?
And I believe the fuck out of what HB said.
That's some pedophile
Well,
stuff.
according to her, he
So that's
defended
why I
his
believe the
brother's
thing about the
actions.
nephew. I mean, her brother and whatever happened. I believe it. Fuck that. Go ahead, Miss Netra. I'm sorry.
Somebody said I have videos of her pics and not one she has a bow. How you get the videos and who are you? That's the question. How you get the videos, lovely Rose?
Because they said
Oh,
Black
that
Chicago
Greek
was sending the
Rose.
pictures to other people, other men on the TikTok.
Powerful, thank you for the subscription. Kevin, shoot, how they getting pictures and stuff?
What happened? I don't know. All I'm going to say to you, you mentioned a very sweet quote. Even though your mother says zebra, I say a leopard can't change
I
its
don't know if I
stripes.
have batteries. Look in there. Where are the other
So
batteries? Why is everything going out? I'm so.
That's all right.
I just want to hear the whole entire thing and see what happens and see how this plays out first. Because, some people's got a past that's like, it's known for this type of stuff. You know what I'm saying?
So, what were you in there to hear what she said to
Nah,
the
no, I wasn't in there
people?
at all. No, I don't subscribe to a follower.
I didn't record it, but I bet you a blogger was in there. I don't record it. And my mama said a zebra never changes stripes, which is true. A zebra, a
A
tiger,
leopard,
leopard,
yeah,
they
they
don't
can't change
change.
their stripes.
They don't change their stripes.
I just want
So,
to see. I just want to hear.
uh, my thing, y'all, I'm not trading at all. Let me tell y'all, It's already on Missy and Mama Money. So I'm gonna play it because I knew a blogger got it. So I can play it because it's on the blogger's page. My thing is this: I'm not trading, y'all. I'm just talking about it. I'm because I was over there. I'm talking about it. Um, but I'm fixing to play it. I have my own thoughts on it. I don't feel like anything has changed from what I thought from the beginning. That she did it for her bag, that she was never penetrated, and that it was more to the story than was being told. I said that from day one. What? I also said what Tea Time is saying was never said. That her and Chef Foxy set up and played a damn battle, and she said she lied. Did I not say that? And I had a video of it, and we listened to it on the what is it, Big O, the family. The Big O family went in a private session, and we listened to her and Chef Foxy say how it was all a plot and a setup. I said that a long time ago. So I'm only talking about what I said back then, with all due respect and not trying to be disrespectful.
Miss Netra, I'm sorry. I don't mean to disrupt you. I'm gonna call you on the number that you got on your on this right here.
Okay.
I want you to mute your microphone and just listen to what I got for you to hear.
Is it about this?
Uh, Listen, it's something that you will want to know.
Hey, Bubba, thank you for
I'm laughing
subscribing.
my
Y'all
ass
went to
off.
somewhere.
No, I'm
But I'm
sorry.
asking, is it about this? Because I ain't gonna lie.
It's about something you will want to
You
know.
welcome, baby.
It's something that you will want to know.
Is it about me?
Yeah, I want you to hear it. So
Somebody got an echo.
I don't know if
Is it
it's
me?
me, but
So
I
who's saying it, girl? Because I'm gonna tell my cousin now who's saying it. Say it with your chest.
who you got beef with? Dr. Michelle, right?
Yeah,
So I'm gonna go on my ghost box and I'm gonna let you hear what was said.
thank you, Queen Linus.
So I'm gonna
What
drop and I'm gonna call you on that phone number that you got on your thing, and then you can play it while
is it? What they said she was saying their noses about me?
Yeah,
You know
Yeah,
what? If y'all come up with all of this, just go on and say it. Stand
yeah.
on business.
We haven't heard
Can't nobody do nothing
nothing.
with you.
yeah. Stand on business. Play it. I don't care what she says. She's still ugly.
Yeah, but I don't like to be in the mess, so I'ma just
You in it? Once you come
Really?
up here,
You did not love. Just play it.
it's too late to say I don't want to be in it, and you got some information to give me that you're in it. You're in it.
so hold on.
Starting my day. Just to give a little context, Netra started with me first. She was, yes ma'am, this is what I don't like about social media. Netra, back in April, I got my doctorate degree, okay? And I went in Diamond's live just to, tell Diamond, hey, I'm graduating in May. I'm so happy. Diamond congratulated me, so did some of the people, and I dropped out the box. Netra then came up, said hello, cussed me out, called me a two-faced bitch, all because I stopped supporting her because of Mario, the child unaliver. I can't get down like that, and she should have told her supporters about his background. I don't care if it was 100 years ago. So after that, she has been watching me in other people's lives, watching what I say. That's cyber stalking. Y'all know that, right? When I go from room to room, she's watching me. And so I've been quiet. I've asked her nicely, leave me alone, and I won't leave you, I won't mess with you. She started calling universities here in Texas to see if I actually graduated because I'm not a doctor. I'm like, you can be a doctor of neurology, a doctor of science. I am. And I'm a researcher. So, okay, you keep poking at me, now I'm going to poke at you. Leave me alone. That's all I asked her to do was to leave me alone. And she's supporting the mayor. He's might run again next year for re-election. And what she's doing on social media can backfire. And what Netra's not telling everybody, Nosy, I wasn't the only person that called. So, leave me alone and I won't mess with you. It's a volunteer position. She's unemployed, so it's not like she wasn't getting any money. Just don't mess with me. I don't have to lie about being a doctor. I am. I just can't write prescriptions, but I can assess you. She's a great case study.
Oh, you're not a doctor.
So yeah, that's why I called Nosy. She was messing with me, so I returned the favor. See how she doesn't like it, because I definitely didn't like it.
You want me to pause?
Girl, first of all, I wouldn't.
Girl,
It's still some more.
How many
What
universities you call?
doctor?
It's still
What
some more.
doctor cannot write prescriptions? First of all,
Miss
Dr.
Netra.
Doolittle McStuff. And
let her
hold on,
finish.
give me 2.2, baby.
Miss
Give
Netra.
me 2.2. She's not a psych doctor. Number one, I wouldn't have knew that the Dr. Doolittle was from Austin had she not called the mayor. So let me get your stethoscope together, and hopefully you jump off the same plane that Passion jump off of. I wouldn't give a shit if you were a doctor, a lawyer, a liar, and a backstabber. You're nothing to Miss Netra. Ain't nobody following your ugly ass around to be shocked and scared when you turn around and say, what are you doing? First of all, I'm lost looking in your eyes. Okay? You're ugly. Ain't nobody finna waste another second to hear nothing you got to say, you black bear. Real.
It's still like another minute and like
I
20
wouldn't give a
seconds.
shit if it was still another 10 seconds of it. I've heard enough of her. Now, I'm going to tell you something. You in the mess, you're messy. You're right along messy with the rest of us. This is messy territory tonight. It is Wednesday. It's Wow Wednesday. Wow Wednesday, as a matter of fact. It gets wow and wild at the same damn time. Now, you got to keep your big girl draws on when you jump up here and you get in more shit than a little bit. You are now considered most shit in a lit big crew. You have been now officially swore in. You don't have to raise no hand. Just keep doing what you're doing and recording the footage and getting it back to us.
But
I'm
listen,
like,
just
you
mute
go
up.
out and get the
Mute up.
mess and bring it to us.
Mute up
This
for
is the
1
Wild
second.
Wild West, baby.
Mute up. Just mute up, Miss Netra. Mute
No,
up.
you mute up. You
I got
mute
what?
up.
I got some more for you.
You
I got some
mute
more.
up. You mute up.
I'm
You
sorry.
It's gonna be good the way
Miss
you said
Netra,
me
just
go.
listen.
You
Just
mute up.
listen. Just listen.
I'm trying.
When I got like, hey, this person is inquiring, I'm like, what the hell? So yeah, that's all.
I know damn well you did.
I don't mess with nobody. I really don't. But I'm really tired of Netra and her minions stalking me, calling my phone. You know she doxed me too. But that's what she's not telling y'all. And I don't play like that. So she wants to keep it up. Where her son just left.
That's it.
So where I'm finna go to the pen? Just? Oh, girl. Let me tell you something. I appreciate you getting the recording. I did ask yesterday, what did she say? She's a liar. She's just, I mean, Jolanda's right.
Into the letter that was sent to you. The common cousins was asking about the
Okay,
letter.
first of all, you're giving suspect that you might be Dr. Michelle. At this point, I don't know what's going on. Let me say this clearly. Clearly, there's not a letter that was mailed to Miss Netra. I don't have no letter. You're not going to investigate me. I am on Rogetta's ass right now. Now, if you want to
No,
bring this
wait,
to the
Miss
docket,
Nitra. No, no,
but
no.
where are we going with this? I don't. But where are we
No,
going?
it's saying that the comic cousins was asking, where's the no. So when she was talking, the comic cousins was
Trying to
saying,
stay calm.
listen, the comic cousins was saying, the mayor sent you a letter. Can you provide the letter? That's what they
I
were
never
asking
said that.
her.
I never said that. So
I
tell
don't
the
know.
comment first of all. Tell the common cousins that you talking about, because these cousins over here are not aware of what you're saying. So let them know that that section of the cousins don't
I
get to
can
be.
send you everything.
I don't want it. I don't want it.
Send it to the mayor then. Shit.
I don't want it. Because I never said anything about the mail. Mail me anything. I can call the mail right now on the phone. He don't have to mail me something when he can drive to my house. And I just left him last Thursday taking pictures. So there's no mayor letter. I never said that. Never said that. And words cannot be put in my mouth, because if I'm asleep, I still remember what I said. And I never said that. Never. Tell her to provide the email that was sent to her on behalf of the mayor. That's what you do, Miss Ma'am. Clock it.
Hi, Miss Mitchell. I just wanted to say this right quick. The other day I asked you about the letter. I asked you when we was getting ready to deliberate. If there did the mayor send you a letter, and if the mayor did send you a letter, can you show us the letter? And response back to me, you said that he did not. You said he did not send you a letter. I said
He
okay, and I
did.
left it at that. You said he did not send you a letter. So I don't know
Yeah, he
where
never
that
said.
So
He
person.
sent
Miss
her an
Lisa,
email. The email came from one of the leads, as I stated, on behalf of the mayor and the team, that says leave him out of social media. That's what I said. She received an email. Tell Dr. Doolittle to do a little work and go research and get her letter. She got an email. She got it. She can put it in the form of a letter, but I know what she got. I read it Saturday. I don't have to have proof of it. They showed it to me because I'm the one got offended, not her. Now back to what I said. I wouldn't give a shit if she had a PhD in lying. She can take it and stuff it up her ass.
Miss Nitra, I don't know who this pumpkin person is. I'm not affiliated with her. I just want to let you know that I don't know who that person is. So
I do.
She do. They know who Pumpkin is.
PFOE.
Have a good day, Miss Nietzsche.
Thank you.
Can we get back to the
oh, but the people in the comments was asking her
oh,
about the email. That's what I'm saying to you. I can send you the
Okay, so
video.
okay, but at this point, I don't care
No
about Dr.
disrespect. Take them
Michelle.
people in the comments with you.
Yeah, we
please.
want to. I'm talking about Rajetta.
We don't want to hear about the we don't want to
I'm
hear about the
talking about
marriage stuff.
Rajetta. I'm waiting on HB to come over here and we talk about Rajetta. Thank you.
Thank you. I
Respectfully.
didn't drop her. I ain't
Don't
did nothing.
nobody care about Dr. Doolittle wanting a degree to write a prescription. We don't give a shit about that email. That email been sent out.
Yeah, you said that like how what you call it? Glock be saying, "Come on, bike down here, please,
Somebody owe
Lord."
me 15 minutes.
It took her 15 minutes with 6 minutes worth of lying. I don't try to be rude, but goodness, sweet candy, y'all. Now back to this. Where is the recording so Kevin can hear what was said today? Golly. Give me a moment of silence. Tomorrow she'll be saying, I don't get in box often and I don't do this often and I ain't never done this before, and pros at it. Golly, some of y'all are pros at never doing nothing you never done before. All you did was watch and you this damn good. I should have been watching a long time ago. Some of this stuff I know how to do took work. It's a bunch of not know how to do it as pros out here, just. And then she's back, the pro.
Miss Netra, let me say something to your comment, cousins. First of all, I'm always in boxes. I'm in diamond boxes. I'm in a lot of boxes. So to say that I will come up and say you're wrong. You're wrong. And I will come up.
My
I
first
stand
thing,
10
come
toes
on,
down on everything. Because guess what? The same person y'all talking about is the same people that was in my inbox when I went on Diamond Panel and said I'm gonna give $100 to a woman who needs it for her children to go back to school shopping, is the same ones that's in these comments. Come on now, let's not do this. And Chosen, you've been exposed already. Please get off me now. Let's not do this. Chosen, you are a scammer. We're not going to do this, Chosen,
Who
the
is she
scammer.
talking about? What?
I'm waiting on somebody to.
Okay, I just want to make sure she wasn't talking about me because
Don't
I
worry
ain't
about
never
that
been. I don't even
pumpkin.
know who she is.
Don't
I don't
worry
know who
about that
she is.
pumpkin. Don't worry about that.
All right, all
Please.
right.
We're
Okay.
not doing it. Don't worry about
Okay,
that.
it's not on Messy's page, y'all. What page is the recording for Candy?
Kevin's supposed to be over here. He in Tea Times
I'm waiting
live.
on him. Come on.
Ain't we waiting on him?
Kevin who? Kevin
Oh,
right there
Kevin the
in
comic.
box two.
No, oh, okay, okay. I think I'm a Kevin the comic. Okay.
Got a comic showing over here in my box, so he
Oh,
supposed to go.
I'm gonna tell him.
Okay, where is the audio? Y'all, who page is it on? Hold on. So, do y'all believe what she said tonight? I'm looking forward so I can let Kevin hear it. At the end of the day, I'm not gonna change anything I said. I'm not gonna change anything I said. I'm
But
not a
she's coming
victim
over here,
blamer.
right? So we.
Yeah, she said she would.
Mm-hmm. I
She
just
don't
think
give
she
a
was
shit.
being bullied. I hate that.
I think Rajetta bullied her by taking her weakness. I think she shared some things to certain people on this app. Um, I think she have shared some of her truth. Whose page? Yeah, this is good to us.
Yeah.
I'm looking for it, y'all. Some girl over talking about Mrs.Netra recording. Girl, I
Mm.
don't record. Y'all don't know Mrs.Netra. I don't have to record calls and stuff. I don't be wanting to get some of this stuff I get from some of these people that I got to prove over here now.
Oh,
But
you
since
lied
y'all
then.
are the TikTokers of receipts, yeah, I don't do no recording people, especially if they call me because they trust me for some. She said when she said in the live, I could have stayed on the live with it and still been.
Mm-hmm.
But I ended it when she said no, don't go live streaming it. I turned it off and told everybody I'm sorry if y'all not subscribers. So no, I do respect people's space. I'm not like y'all heathens. Girl, I'm looking for this recording. I need a new charger. It's a shortage when I plug it up in this one. We might not get there tonight. Okay, so who page is it on? Because I'm sure finna play it.
Oh, let me mute up.
When you
Tisha, leave me
say he
alone.
didn't, did you sound like it's so good time? What that mean? When you say he didn't, Did you sound like it's so good time? What that mean?
It means it's bad English, but Miss Leah said it's on Vigilante's page.
Who is that? Never heard of them. I don't know who that is or what they trying to say.
There's new bloggers every day.
It's new bloggers every single day. A new blogger.
Oh yeah, what up, baby? Yeah. Oh shit, listen to this.
Some of y'all too grown to do the stuff y'all do. I mean, some of y'all too. It just don't make sense to be so at sickness, not taking your pills, not going to your doctors, just out here just wasting away with filth. Okay, Vig. Okay. Yeah, somebody needed to scream because their mama wasn't there. I look like a lot of people mama to let them tell it. VILGILANT. Girl, where is all these pages come? GIANTE. Never
Hey,
heard
Nietzsche,
of it.
just hold 1 second. You get ready to get an email in just a moment, okay? This should have it. So just hold 1 second.
Okay.
Netra, this Claude. I don't want to try to say you sound like Esther from Good Time. He did.
She sent you a link. Check your link.
Good
Mad
time.
Cow Prince sent it, and Gracious sent it also, I think. So check it.
Okay. Girl, what, girl?
What? We busy. Mr. Claude.
I don't know what's going on, girl. Who was that? I mean, y'all got it, don't you? Mad. We got it from Mad. Here we go. Let me see. Can I get it? Oh, it's on YouTube.
Mm-mm.
It's on YouTube.
Just giving them 10 minutes to get in before we get started.
Pick
Uh-uh.
up, Kevin. Here you go. So she waiting on me to get there, and I am the only person, Kevin, that she let in the box. Why? She trusts me. I talked to her on the phone after to check on her. She explained it better than I can.
Yeah, I was just waiting on everybody to get in the room and then we'll start. They are sweet. Okay, guys, I'll turn them off. Yes, I'm good. Just giving everybody an opportunity to get in.
I'm in the box. So I just made it to the box. like. This mad. This a quick recap. This is mad. She a blogger.
Yeah, J to the L. I don't know how to turn them off while I'm already on.
Yeah, my phone thing is. I guess she was waiting on a certain amount of people now that I'm looking at it. Because it's still going. Because I'm still moving around in the camera. Y'all, at least y'all can tap the screen.
Why I'm nervous?
Why you nervous?
Cause I don't know what she about to say. I'm
They
anxious.
not like us. A chicka baka,
Okay.
baka chicka.
Can y'all hear me? Okay. Some of you know, some of you don't. There was a video of myself leaked. Talking about setting men up, right? In the video, I appeared to be intoxicated. I was very much sober. Obviously, I was doing everything else in the video. Now, the way that that video was leading up to something else coming out. Okay? But it was going to come out at a certain time and in a certain manner. With myself and another content creator, TikToker. Right? That person has been very upset with me due to personal reasons on the app, you know, me being cool with other content creators and things.
Rogetta being mad at her
Now,
about me.
we did agree, although we're not saying eye to eye in regards to that, we would make sure that this right here played out the way it's supposed to. But I had been noticing in the last few days her doing stuff that makes me feel like she's wanting to put it out there, you know, she's wanting to put it out there on her own. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and be honest. She's more than welcome to join in and be honest as well. That person is for the haters. Wait, what just happened with Sweet and Swift? Hold on. Hold on, y'all. Let me do something with my mods.
So she just removed mod duties from one
I don't
lady, and
know.
I
I just
was
got
watching the
some type of
comments.
notification. Let me fix my mods real quick, y'all, before I get started. I'm sorry. A lot of people gotta go.
She deleted them all at that time.
Let's see. Okay. I don't know what happened, what they do to Sweet and Swift. Oh, you was invited up. Okay, I was making sure nobody did anything else.
Hey, 411.
So yes, that person is for the haters. So the only other person that knows about what I'm about to tell y'all on this app, and the only other person will be this individual. A lot of y'all know about the Black Chicago story. A lot of you guys. Y'all know one story, but then, you know, it's a story and then there's the truth. Okay. Y'all know that Black Chicago and Heartbreaker linked up one day over just being in the same panel together, flirting. He had this sugar daddy type vibe to himself, whatever the case may be. She had this gold digger type vibe to herself. Okay. He showed up one day on the panel. They talked on the back end, exchanged contact information. Then it
Why is she
progressed
talking in third
into
person?
other things, exchanging content. But Chicago knew that Heartbreaker sold content because that's something that she expressed to him and to others while she was on this guy named Lower Ninth Ward's panel. All right. Initially, the only thing it was him buying content. She looked at him as another customer to purchase content from her. But that wasn't enough for Black Chicago. He wanted a little bit more. He wanted to meet her in person and things like that. Let's go into a little bit of detail about the content. The type of content that Black Chicago requested was very unique. He wanted her to mimic, he wanted her to look youthful, like a child. So what Heartbreaker did was she gave him content of her fully nude with big hair bows in her head. That would be on the private story on Snapchat. And so she did look at that a little odd, and that's what raised red flags with her, whatever the case may be. Long story short, he says he really wanted to see her because the content just wasn't enough. He purchased a ticket for her to come out to Chicago. He had sent her quite a bit of money, bought her things, etc., etc. She did not come. He never came. Now, Heartbreaker claims she didn't come because she was never going to come. She just wanted the money for the content. She just wanted to tell him, whatever it took to keep the money going.
Damn, somebody calling me. Let me turn
Netra,
on.
they say Heartbreaker on live right now.
No, they asking, is she?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna call you back. I won't, I promise. All right. No, she's not on live.
Chicago got very upset about that. And he shared that information with two friends of his, which was a Simone at the time and Lower Ninth Ward. Heartbreaker grew upset with him for telling her business, whatever the case may be. They kind of fell out temporarily, and then he was doing everything to make sure to make it back right with her. So he would gift her heavily in lives. He would go gifting her heavily in lives, still sending her things. And then one day he said, I'm going to come to your city. I'm going to come to your city. It was around the holidays, whatever the case may be. For some very odd reason, Heartbreaker said no problem. Now, that's kind of odd, right? You want to come to Chicago, but you open to him coming to, to your city. Whatever. When he came down, he said that he was initially coming down just to see a friend that lived in the nearby area. He wasn't really coming for her. He was only coming to see a friend that lived within the cities on the outskirts of her city. He just wanted to lay eyes on her when he was in her city. So she's like, no problem. Now, initially, it was just going to be them hanging out. Now, they had made plans months ago not months ago, but prior to him buying the ticket to come to Pensacola. They did have plans about all type of sexual stuff, but that was just over seems like content stuff, leading him on. Whatever. But after he told Lower and they fell out, they no longer in the text messages spoke about that kind of stuff anymore. They only spoke about him coming to see her. So Black Chicago comes to her city and Heartbreaker is stalling him. She's stalling him. She's not at work. She's at home. She was never at work. She's just deliberately stalling him. putting her plan together, I guess. You know. 3 hours later, 3 hours of her stalling him, or whatever, she allowed him to pick her up. He picked her up. He said, hey, I already went, because the initial conversation was, hey, we're going to go to dinner. He picked her up. He says, I already ate because you saw me. You know, you waited 3 hours to see me. So she's like, well, I waited all day to eat. You can take me by Chick-fil-A. He said, no, I didn't go out my way to see you just to take you to no Chick-fil-A. I want to hang out, you know? So she was like, well, I'm thinking of some places nearby where they can really hang out at. Whatever the case may be. Now, what's on Heartbreaker's mind is more money. I got the cash cow in front of me is what she's thinking, you know? He's here in the flesh. It's another opportunity to get more money. So she chooses a casino. Okay? Double the fun. You can play his money, win money, etc., etc. The casino's about 45 minutes out. Her and Black Chicago goes to the casino. The ride there, she expresses awkward. He's ugly. He's just not of her, you know, whatever. So they're on the way there. They pull over to a store to get beverages, gas up, whatever. She tells him, hey, I'm going to drive. She drives. When they're exchanging seats, he tries to give her a hug towards the back of the car. She curved the hug. Made the remainder of the drive even more awkward. Because the girl that you've been waiting to see all this time, she's not even giving you a damn hug. So the ride there is silent at this point. It's awkward.
Netra's not recording, Avery. Netra's not recording. I don't have to. You can record, but I'm not recording.
The remainder of the ride is awkward after she curved the hug. He's questioning things now, you know? But he doesn't know Heartbreaker's still mad about the exposure. She's just thinking of it like, all right, idiot, I'm going to go to dinner. I'm going to play your money at this casino. That's it, whatever the case may be, okay? That's it, that's all. The wife's blowing the phone up. He's singing music. His breath smells. Heartbreaker's disgusted. She's just ready to get to the casino and spend that money. Okay? They get to the casino. They're getting ready to go in. He's wanting to do things like hold hands and things like that. Heartbreaker's walking damn near half a mile ahead of him. Again, it's awkward. But it's enough for you to know that she's not interested in anything other than you coming in here and sponsoring this date. That's all. He has a peg leg or something. He's walking with a limp. She's walking fast. He can't keep up. If he walks any faster, he may fall. All right? So she's taking advantage of that. So they go into the casino. Heartbreaker slows down just enough for him to give her money to play on the slot machines. And she separates from him. When she loses, she comes back and finds his ass. He gives her more, and more, and more. Okay? Now, while she's playing on the slot machines, whatever, she discusses, she's losing. She's ready to go, whatever, to head back home. He says he's already booked a room in the town. You know? He's already booked a room in the town. Now, this isn't a part of Heartbreaker's plan. This is just a curveball by Black Chicago. He says, hey, I already rented a room here. I'm too tired to drive back. So she's like, where did you rent the room? At the casino, whatever? He's like, no, across the street. She can't drive back his car. If she drives herself back, he's going to have to drive back to Atmore, Alabama, which is 45 minutes away, and he's claiming to be tired. right? So she's expressing to him how uneasy she is about it. She's not really kind about it either. She's bluntly letting him know that's not what you're supposed to do. Why would you do that? You're full of shit. He says it's okay. I can make sure it's a double bed. All right. He gives her a little bit of money. She keeps playing. He reassures her, hey, I'm gonna make sure it's a double bed. She's like, fine. Heartbreaker's thinking this man has too much to lose. Okay. She's not scared at all. Not one bit. Because she thinks she's invincible. Okay. And she thinks she can outsmart every situation. Anyways, when she's done playing, he comes back. Hey, I'm ready to go ahead and go to the room. Heartbreaker's dressed very seductive. Deliberately, obviously. She has on these cute little denim shorts, these boots, this nice little top, this little purse. She's dressed very seductive. It's cold outside, and she's having to spend the night. So he's like, we can grab a few things. There was a shop inside of the casino. They stopped at the shop. Yeah, she's looking like a baby. They stopped at the shop and they grabbed a lot of things. You know, toiletries. She grabbed leggings, a pullover sweater, a t-shirt, these thick like wool socks, things like that. Toothbrush, toothpaste, whatever. Because she's fed up at this point. You know that shop? Okay, yeah, that shop. She's fed up at this point. So they get to the room, whatever. First they stopped, they got some food, whatever, Taco Bell, ate, whatever. They get to the room. Now, Black Chicago had been harping about this cheesecake. They get to the hotel room or whatnot that night. Heartbreaker ate her Taco Bell. She ate the cheesecake. Cheesecake was delicious, according to her. Absolutely delicious. The cheesecake was perfectly fine. No substances in it, anything like that. It's just an innocent cheesecake. It's pretty good. Now, this cheesecake had been catching strays earlier this year, but the cheesecake was great. Good quality cheesecake. Anyways, so
According to her, she ain't even eaten cheesecake.
tea time.
But
She
okay.
said that. Hold on.
And I'd never seen her with so many viewers, and I'm like, what's going on? So we're watching the live together. I'm trying to figure out who Shy Heart and Mr. Washington is, and that story's good, and whatever the case may be. Now, Heartbreaker and Black Chicago ended up watching the live separately on their own phones. Because when she finished eating, she went in to take her shower and dressed comfortably and cozy. It's cold and whatever. She goes in there to do that or whatever. She gets out. He's sitting in the bed. He's still watching the live or whatever. They swapped pretty much. So at this point, she's laying in the bed. She's on her side. She's watching the live. Black Chicago goes into the shower. And that's it. Okay? That's all Heartbreaker remembers from that. Middle of the morning-ish, early, of the morning-ish. Heartbreaker was awakened to receiving oral. Okay? When she was awakened, she pushed Mr. Black Chicago off. Now, Heartbreaker expressed the head was pleasant. Hello? Wasn't bad. Ain't too bad head could be. She's very uncomfortable. She's very upset that he, made that initiative without consenting with her. Right? Whatever. He stopped when she asked him to stop. Right? He stopped. Her clothes was off, her bottom areas was off completely. Okay? He was fully in a KED. You don't know what would have happened next. Just don't know. Now, she was upset about that part. Her phone was dead because she fell asleep watching the live the night before. Now, the next parts of the story that you guys had heard before.
So I see the comments, Everything that she is saying, that's why Kevin is asking if anything has been said different. All of this we already said was how this story happened. She is talking in third person from what I gather because she's telling this story as if she's not there. If y'all have ever listened to her, she's always identified herself as Dasha or Heartbreaker. And she's always said Heartbreaker is here. I tell y'all, I call her Dasha. Do I not say this a long time ago when I so y'all have to know, especially to my mental scholars in the room. I hope y'all don't downsize this right now. Somebody's going to say she has narcissistic ways. Yes, she does. But at the end of the day, she is taking herself out of it at the same time she in it. This is what I'm saying. There are people in real life that speak in third person. If you've never seen it happen before, I'm telling you, don't let this be your last time. There are people in the world that do this for real. She's taking herself out of her own story. Period.
4 is absolutely accurate. She went over to the, we're not cutting the comments, these people paid for a sub. When she went over to the Waffle House and all that, none of that was deliberate. She really had questions as she waited on her food and let her phone charge. She really had questions. And he reassured her. Nothing happened except, he was being honest in the text, nothing happened except I attempted to do this. I started it, didn't finish, you pushed me off. And when you pushed me off, that was it. But that's not how the law works. You don't start at all. Yeah, you just don't start at all. But whatever, that's neither here nor there. The heartbreaker thing is, I've been through this so much in my life, who cares? I'm not gonna make a big deal out of this. Anyways, she gets back to the hotel room and they're talking about what took place in the text message. Because y'all know that's a big part that was missing, right? Nobody asks. So you text him something like that and ask him questions like that, and you come back to the room and you guys just leave. He don't have any follow-up questions? Anything like that? He did. He was concerned. He was very concerned about the questions that Heartbreaker had asked him in the text messages. And Heartbreaker had some questions too. So nobody asked, when was the time frame when Heartbreaker was asking you to show her proof that Lower Ninth Ward was asking to see new pictures of her? That was the time. They spent about an hour or more at that room that morning when she came back from the Waffle House. So he's showing her that stuff, and whatever. She's blowing off the whole head thing. She really was not that she really wasn't as bothered about that whole thing at all, whatsoever. So he's showing her that they're chilling. He's fully dressed. She's fully dressed because he had proceeded to work before she left. Remember when she asked him for the charge and stuff? He had opened his laptop. He was working. So he's showing her that, and then they start talking about other stuff. About him and Laura's friendship, him expressing, he had already told me prior that Laura had a girlfriend, so I'm asking him more about that. We're going into details about that and whatever the case may be. It's showing me their message thread, pretty much. We're just hanging out. Whatever. He showed me other things, like things with his daughter and little stuff like that, whatever. Okay. And then he says, they think they're better than him. I said, how? The NIGGAs are broke, whatever. And he wants on to say it's his criminal history.
Good night,
I said,
y'all.
I've heard you hint around to that before. I've heard you hint around to that before. Like, what did you go to prison for? And he gave me a story about what happened with him and him and a young lady in South Florida. So at first he just told me the charge, and then he told me how it's not as serious as the typical offender. He also explains to me he don't have to register anymore and things of that nature. So I asked him about the nature of the situation with the young lady. He said it was a consensual thing, what they would do with each other. It was just a difference in age.
It's a recording.
I said, how big of a difference? I believe she was 14 or 16 at the time. Black Chicago was 36 years of age. Okay. He said when she got caught, it was by relatives, right? The relatives wanted to report it to the police. Eventually, he said nobody believed her anymore. The relatives withdrew from pursuing the charges. He said in that situation, he got a downward departure in the state of Florida. He never went to jail or prison. And he was only ordered to register for a very little bit. If you look at the last time he registered, it was years ago. He do not have to register anymore.
Auntie, what I miss?
Sitting in that room triggered me so badly. Okay.
Make sure that when you tell the story, that you get a drink of water and make sure your mental is good. I'm listening.
Thank
That's
you.
me. Telling her to keep her
It
mental
was
health.
triggering to hear. Okay. So I started to question at that moment, because some people have kinks and they're not creeps. I started to question at that moment his reason for wanting the content that he wanted, which was content that I mimic a young lady. And if everybody that has those messages or saw those messages, that his message thread that he provided, you would see me with a big pink bow in my head. My hair pulled up in the top, much like a kid. Now, some people are going to say, you should have been creeped out then. Not really, because some people have kinks, like I said, and they're not monsters. But I agree to an extent that, yes, that should have been an eyebrow raiser, if we're just being brutally honest. Okay. And he went into this whole thing about don't nobody want anything that's older. He don't touch his wife, et cetera, and the beat goes on. Okay. His daughter went through something similar. She had a baby. She got pregnated, but not by a stranger, by Black Chicago's brother, by her uncle. And that's why he had a rough relationship with her. He was talking about how they all were headed to Las Vegas for the wife's, for their anniversary, but it was also for New Year's and things of that nature. Okay. At that point, you know you're dealing with a real monster. Not somebody that got a kink, not somebody that got a thing for young ladies, but a monster that's gotten away with things. So then there's the phone call with Crown. You know, they're leaving the hotel and getting in the car. Now, Crown remembers this conversation vaguely. Heartbreaker tells Crown when she gets home. And if you guys listen to the recording that Crown played, Heartbreaker tells her, he told me about his story. He told me about his charges. Go back and listen to the recording Crown played, or ask her to play it again. When she got back home, she said, he told me about his story, because he did, right before they left the room. Now, because of Heartbreaker's childhood and other victims, and nobody believes them, and these people get cut loose and they live their life, and whatever the case is, she was pissed. And Heartbreaker's already unhinged as hell and angry as hell when it comes to men just like this one. So what she did next, Heartbreaker believed what he said about the penetration. Heartbreaker knows in her head she was not penetrated, and that's the part that I believe is set up-ish when it comes to Heartbreaker, and that's a lie. She knew she wasn't penetrated. She knew that that would have woken her up. I mean, unless your coochie is like the Bermuda Triangle. But she knew that that's something that would have woken her up. But everything else, she's like, still a problem. But she wasn't quite sure if she wanted to make a big deal out of it until she got on the phone with Crown. And she says, regardless, It's a problem. And advised Heartbreaker to go to an urgent care. And Heartbreaker did, and that's where that went. Now, somebody else that knew the story, like I just told it to you guys, is the content creator for the haters. But we weren't going to tell the story like this.
This is what I'm on. This part. The other I already heard.
Her idea was to make it more suspicious and more intense than what it just is.
This the part.
Now, is Heartbreaker a man hater? Absolutely. She is. Let's not play games here. She is. Very much a man hater. For her own personal reasons. And is that fair? No, it's not.
Excuse me. So all that other stuff, she can feel like she feel. I'm not here to diagnose her. Talking in third party, none of that. Her story ain't changed to me, and everything that I done heard tonight, I already said. She was never penetrated. She wasn't pregnant because there was no sex involved. He ate her banana. She said it felt good, so I told y'all she was moving around. So nothing has happened different. This the part I'm concentrating on is Rajetta knowing and that part. Nothing new has happened until we get to the brother, because I never heard about the brother giving a younger woman a baby, a younger little girl, and him not saying anything. And I never knew Rajetta knew from the jump. And Tea Time got the recording from Rajetta, according to Dasha. That's what I'm on. Did Rajetta know? I don't get like this other part. I already said all this shit right here. I said all this. And she said, and whatever. Go ahead.
But when you don't heal properly, you tend to take that out on all men. You don't give a damn who it is. He could be as innocent as possible. If he shows any signs of creepness or predatory vibes, you take it out on all of them. You look at them all like, hey, all of you are predatory. So all of you are going to be punished for what one person did or two people did or whatever the case may be. Is that right? Hell no. Is she dangerous? Yes, she is for that, having that mentality. She's very much dangerous, and men should avoid her until she fixes that problem. So she goes and heal, right?
That's her excuse.
But her friend Jet says, fuck that. Go on with it.
Pause.
We're going to do it like this.
So, she stated that Rajetta knew that it was a lie. She knew that girl wasn't penetrated. Blah, blah, blah. Do I need to rewind it? And she said, Rajetta says, no, we're going to do it like this.
So Jet is Rajetta.
Rajetta is for the haters.
Okay.
Period. This is good to me.
We're going to do it at this time. But her friend Jet's been showing signals like she's going to do it on her own in a certain kind of way. Because Heartbreaker is fond of people that, for the haters, do not like. Okay. I mean, that's not the only thing that they have planned, but we're not going to go there at all. So, Heartbreaker was very much in the wrong. She knew exactly what she was doing when she went to hang out with him in regards to using him.
I said that.
Going to the room was accidental, but she didn't have to go, let's be honest.
I said that.
She didn't have to.
I said that.
She really didn't. There was no penetration
I said that.
at all.
I
What he
said
said
that.
in the text messages is, in fact, what he did. A Simone did that because Black Chicago made her upset about money. It was a money issue. Because as Heartbreaker told you guys before, that was the other person that he was going to see in Houston at his headquarters pertaining to his job when he would go down there. She didn't lie about that. But everybody said she did. Until A Simone got on Rosé's panel and said, yeah, he would send me money and throw me big gifts. He never told her that he penetrated Heartbreaker, because he never did. And Heartbreaker knew that. He never did. She sent a lot of emails to Tea Time around this time, and if she wants to be mad at anybody, it should be her, because that was quite misleading. And Heartbreaker didn't leak the story either. That's still a mystery. And Heartbreaker don't believe that Crown did it either. So when A Simone did the Rosé panel thing, I knew right then and there that Heartbreaker was right all along. It was A Simone that leaked the story. Because A Simone knew everything from the beginning. Because Black Chicago was very much worried about things when him and Heartbreaker left that room. Okay? Just like a right and wrongs, but this is just the raw shit. The emotions that Heartbreaker portrayed to have when she would come on live and she would cry, she seek sympathy, it was never real. She was never hurt about anything. She's used to this. A lot of women on this app is used to it. Being taken advantage by men, being looked at like a piece of meat by men. She was used to it. She was never hurt. She didn't need any sympathy. But she did want people to acknowledge that you guys are coddling and platforming real monsters, predators. And even with the confession to the non-consensual fellatio, and even with the registry, you still platform. Excuses were still made. And after today, it still will be. And that's not Heartbreaker's problem. Nor does she care. But, you know, the truth shall prevail. And that's just it. Now, Heartbreaker was wrong about a lot of things at this time, but the basis of the issue was what happened. Nobody raped anyone. I don't look at non-consensual fellatio as grape. I done been through some shit, so grape is great for me. You gotta go all the way for me to call it grape. Now, this app is a bit dramatic, so you know how they do it, but... And it didn't hurt me, and I didn't need to be coddled to the point that I was by some people. Let's just be honest. Because again, worse has been done. But consent is consent. And that's just what it is. And the examples that were made on this app by the women was absolutely disgusting. Now, me choosing to go the route of pursuing charges had nothing to do with setting him up. I probably would have walked away from it, honestly, if I didn't know the situation with him and the kid. I probably would have just took that on the chin and be like, all right, he got caught eating my coochie. At least he stopped. Nasty nigga. You know? I typically probably would have just said that. I ain't had no business in the room any damn way. My ass was trying to finesse. You know? I typically would have did that, but he triggered me when he said the thing about the child. So, yes, Lady Bird, I would have done that. So he said that, I'm like, you're a problem. Because some people do stuff like that and don't know that they need consent to do what they do. We saw that when the story came out. Some people didn't know you needed consent to wake somebody up out of the sleep that you guys discussed something in the past about. You know what I mean? But when he said what he said to me about the situation, I said, nah, you're an issue. You gotta be stopped. How often are you doing this? So another thing that Heartbreaker was wrong about is she chose to go forward with trying to pursue criminal charges based upon her feelings about him feeling like he got over on that kid. Yes, I did. I didn't really care about the whole giving me head thing. It's still against the law. The laws are the laws. But it was really motivated by you feeling like you bragging, almost like you got off on this baby girl. Whether she consented to or not, whether she was some fast, it don't matter. Kids can't consent. They don't know no better. And I got a problem with that. Because I was at some point that same kind of kid. And there's a lot of women on this app that was also that kid at some point. And they knew to be quiet because nobody would give a damn or care. And they knew that they would be done the same way these women tried to do me on this app. The reason y'all never got to me is because I never cared.
That was my fault. I'm trying to keep one page. I'm trying to keep one phone charged to play the recording and didn't even notice this phone finna go unalive. So let me get back to the end of it. It's almost at the end.
Okay.
It's right at the end.
I have been woke up getting the real thing. You know what I'm saying? I never cared. But you're a different type of nigga. You're a monster. Excuses are still going to be. And let me tell y'all something about the apps that's going around here talking about heartbreaker. We got to protect black men. This is not the type of black man that needs protection. A lot of them do. Not this one. Not these kind. Not all of them. A lot of black women need protecting, but not all of them. I'm one of them that don't need protecting. Not anymore. Yeah, when I was a kid. Not no more. I know exactly what I'm doing when I do it, how I do it. I'm grown now. That child did. Nobody touched on that situation. Nobody pressed that story. Nobody dug for the details in the police report in regards to that story. This and I can give a damn. Again, I can give a damn. I'm literally heartless to the point where I really don't care. I seriously don't care. But there's going to be a lot of lives after this still pressing. I don't go after all black men. It's niggas like this. It's y'all uncles that y'all overlook shit. It's your daddies and it's your boyfriends. It's your baby daddies and shit like that. And men ain't the only predators. These women are too.
Yep.
That's why I said all women aren't to be protected and all men aren't either. Some men do not need justification and they do not need nobody to rally behind them. Now, I'm a problematic bitch. Yes, I am. I'm a problem. I'm ignorant. I could be diabolical and some more shit, but I have a reason behind everything that I do. And I might be villainated for this, but I stand by some villains are heroes. And that's it. And that's the end of this life.
And that's how I ended. And I was in the box, and I'm gonna say this. Me personally, she has never changed her story. She added, from what I hear, I do know there was different lives, different things said. I cannot cover all of them. This has been going on and it stopped. Um, I, me, shit, to me, when people have a past that has traumatized them, and I'm not making excuses, but there is so much crime that happens around the world, and you look for reasons of why, the justification behind it. Is she really traumatized this bad from her youth? We heard her talking in third person, but she's done that before too. She has done that before. This is not her damn first time talking about Dasha and Heartbreaker. Like everybody, oh no, ma'am, Crystal, thank you for the. She's done that before. Thank you for subscribing. So I said it was never a graping. I said that. So a lot of people are saying, why did she come to you, Miss Netra? Be careful. I have nothing to be afraid of right now. I do talk to her. I've talked to her before. I know people are gonna say she came and got me because of Rajetta, but y'all don't know that I know that Rajetta been mad at her because of me. We've talked about that on the phone recently. Rajetta has stopped answering her phone calls. So everybody has seen her come off hinge when somebody do something to her to a certain degree. She coming for your ass. So let me tell y'all what happened now. This recording that she speaks of was leaked out. I'm not in it on this part, but she exposed her own story before she said Rajetta. I don't have to be careful, phenomenal. That's what I'm saying. Everybody's saying be careful for what? I'm gonna keep being Miss Netra in a box, and this baby gonna keep being who we've seen her be since we met her. What am I being careful for? Ain't no meet and greet. Like, what am I being careful for? It's TikTok. So my thing is this: she she didn't do nothing but beat Rajetta to the punch. That's what I said, and that's the only thing I think. I think Rajetta, if I can think what I want, leaked a recording, and now that recording is going viral. Everybody has not heard the recording. She's smart enough to come out here and let us know this is what y'all finna get. She beat somebody to the damn punch. That's what I think. And I have no reason or no ill to feel no type of way. She said everything that I said from the beginning. It was more to this story than what's being told. She got ahead of it, Empress, and she chopped the head off. She did what she did. Rajetta thought she was fixing to tell some shit, and Heartbreaker beat her to the punch. Somebody else talk, because this is...
So I got a question. Do you
Netra,
think that Rajetta still wanted to play along with the skit, but Dasha did not? Like, you know what I mean? I know she was forced to tell this story because of Rajetta lady.
I think that she knew nothing happened to her, and if her truth is her truth, she said Rajetta told her, "No, this is the way we're gonna spin this story."
Right.
I don't know if it's true. I'm not taking up for her to say if it is or not, but I did say that I'm on Rajetta's ass because she has said she lied on him about the pregnancy, the penetration, all that shit is wrong. That is wrong. She had no reason, no matter what. I've said it from the beginning. Didn't I say they were both guilty and the prey preyed on the prey? I said that shit from the beginning, and everybody got mad at me because I said they preyed on one another, and it turned into an epic fail. So nothing tonight is shocking to me. They prayed, and the prey preyed on the prey. Now it's she lied on you. This shit is good to me. Somebody else talk, because I don't want nobody.
Yeah, but we
well,
didn't hear
Netra, I
about,
told you.
well, I didn't hear about the brother or him doing that to a kid. And maybe she was disgusted about that and wanted to get evil with him. You know what I mean? It makes sense if you want to be honest. To me, it does. It makes sense.
Another thing
Somebody
that
All
said I
she
wouldn't
did
want
was
to be a part of
minimize the
anything that
damage.
that girl had going on. We weren't a part of it. Thank you, Jesus. We weren't a part. Rajetta is. Make sure you put that comment on her next blogger page. Rajetta is involved. Miss Netra not involved. No. Go ahead, Kevin. I'm sorry.
I no problem. I was just gonna say she did the most effective thing she could do, and that's get out in front of it. And if you tell your story before it gets out, she can control the narrative of what she wants it to be and how she wanted it to be. She did exactly what she wanted to do. I asked who was in front of the plot twist, you know what I'm saying? Because it had to be some reason, and I think what you just said was more accurate. That they was in a cahoots together, but then because they fell out, they was worrying about one coming out before the other.
That's what I think. That's what I think.
And are we
So
neglecting and deflating on the fact that she went down there to do prostitution? Like, are we
Well,
not saying
it's
that?
an exchange. It's an exchange. I
No,
think it's
that's
two
no.
adults.
Let's say what it is. She went out
Okay,
there and
if
did
you want
two.
to call it that, you can call it that for you and I think it to be prostitution. But in
Well,
listening
well,
to her,
they
her
talked about a
mindset and
number.
his mindset, it wasn't prostitution. It was just an exchange of adults
They
activity.
talked about a
If you,
number. They talked about how long he was gonna be there, and they talked about how long she was
I'm
gonna be
not
there.
gonna say this is the thing, King. That like that's deep because she's doing what a lot of women do. They mess with
facts,
married men.
You right. You right.
But
facts,
I'm just saying that
facts.
to a woman that's cheating on another woman's with another woman's husband, she ain't calling herself no PR. She
That's
calling
right,
herself a go-getter. She getting that bag to her. She
right,
doing what any other woman that's slimy in that area is
Mm-hmm.
doing. No
I agree with that.
disrespect
I
to
agree
her,
with that.
but the
right.
wife is the victim in the whole situation. So she did what she got the bag. And then after that, she been talking to Rajetta. If y'all notice, Rajetta and her, Rajetta was calling her family. They're really not family. So Rajetta, to me, she just is wrong. Because once you knew that this was a lie on a man, that no matter what happened, he didn't deserve to be lied on, you said, oh no, we finna do it this way. And she needed content. So as long as the story is going,
Mhm.
now she know it's a lie. So she done took the audio. I would like to know from which Tea Time ain't gonna probably say where it came from, but Heartbreaker will come over here and let y'all know it was only two people that knew a bunch of stuff. It was her and Rajetta. So she's cutting Rajetta off because Rajetta is now ready to pop up her big belly ass on the live and say, in tea time, I had this information. We don't give a shit. You should have brought the information out in January.
But they all was together, like, so it was never an issue until it came out. And when everybody tried to spin the narrative, that's when they did what they did. Heartbreaker played her role. Like, she went off, she knew from the beginning that it was no pregnancy involved, it wasn't a grape. She already said it herself that she wouldn't constitute oral as grape because of all the stuff that she'd been through. So in her line of thinking, that was, he didn't violate her necessarily, but somebody else came in, Rajetta, I guess, came in and tried to spin a narrative to do this to this one person, but really just to be messy on the internet for what? Like, and that's the part I don't understand. Like, if he had a history of messing with young girls and that was his thing, whatever, like, what? Why bring that shit to the internet if you're gonna lie about it? Like, tell the truth from the beginning to the end. Why make up all these stories if the dude is just
Thank
like
you,
a
Sister Steph.
pervert?
And
Auntie.
If Dime did, I'm gonna let you talk, Miss Aaliyah. If Dime did release the audio before tea time and Dime gave it to tea time, at the end of the day, from what I gather, and don't quote me, it still came from Rajetta. So Rajetta is still using it as leverage. It's
Because there's only two
still
people.
leverage.
Yeah, because there's only two people. Somebody in the comments wants to know where the YouTube page was where this is all at.
That just came from one of the bloggers on here, Mad. If Mad is in here, I got that. Hold on.
And wasn't it
That
another
is
thing?
on Mad Cow Preen and my Mad TV. Mad Cow Preen TV. It's on YouTube. I put when I got the link, it went straight to the YouTube.
Okay.
So it's on Mad. Yeah.
And it was another lady that he
I
was
don't know
talking
who did
to
he
too,
say and
right?
Dime. It was in the comment section that Dime released it.
Wasn't he talking to another lady the same way on the internet too? Didn't she say that as well? Like it was another female that he was like
Oh, see, they
soliciting
saying
or
some of the
whatever?
comments saying Dime never had it. I guess at this point it really don't matter. So y'all don't quote
No,
Miss Netra.
it's out
I
now.
Yeah, because I don't know who had it. It's out.
Yeah, it don't
Somebody
matter who
had
had
it.
it.
I know Tea Time played it at her live. I heard it at Tea Times.
That's what I wanted to say, if y'all don't mind.
Go ahead.
Last night on Heartbreakers Live, that she said that she put it out the bait for Tea Time and Dime. And Tea Time waited till last night to take the bait that she sent her. And that should be on a blogger's page tonight. Heartbreakers Live from last night. If y'all would go see, it should be on a blogger's page. I wouldn't know because I don't know
Check my phone.
too much about TikTok. But last night I was on Heartbreakers Live and she was like, "Now Tea Time want to use the bait that I've been give her."
Yeah,
That's it.
y'all, it's a fake page out there, Netra5. I don't have any other pages. This is the only Miss Netra page I have. So if y'all get this, whatever this is, that's not me. That's not my page. So no, Miss Netra5 is not me. They have 18 followers. Go take your followers back. I only have one page. This one. As far as Miss Netra goes. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
You fine, but that's what she said last night when she went live. She was talking about Tea Time and Dime, whoever Dime is
I'm about
also.
to say it. HB is live right now.
She was like she put it up. She been put it out the bait. She been
Lynette
I
just said
guess
HB is live right now.
she
Okay.
been
I'm
sent
not gonna
out
shut
this
down and go back over there.
Yeah, yeah, I
been
understand.
sent out. Oh, I'm
Let me get
sorry.
my iPad. Give me 1 second.
I don't
She
know if
said
TikTok's still here.
she
Go
said
ahead.
she been sent out the story to Tea Time a few days ago. Tea
Who
Time
said that?
Heartbreaker last night on her live. She said Tea Time waited till last night to take the debate. To take the
I
bait.
didn't hear that part.
Yeah, that was what she said
I didn't
last
hear
night.
that part. Are you sure that she said that? I don't
Yes,
think
ma'am.
she
On my
said that.
dead son. On my dead son. That or well, on my unalive son.
Thank
That
you.
Do
that's
you
what
have
Thank
she
you for the
said.
galaxy. I
That's
appreciate it.
what she said last night. I was on her live and fell asleep on her
Aaliyah
live.
1995? Do you have that those receipts? Because that'll be a great way to exacerbate exactly what actually
I
happened.
don't know how to record on my phone.
Because why
So
would she say that she sent it to Tea Time when she's saying she trying to beat Rajetta? She told me I could call her if I wanted her to come over here and clear up anything, or why she brought me over there and all that. Because you got to be careful
Well,
if she said that, because I don't think she
right.
said it.
Yeah, because I think the only part about it with tea time is the only part about it is the graping part and the pregnancy
That
part and
she
all
lied.
the lie part about it. Tea time never said that she didn't have no dealings with the dude or there was like some misunderstanding, but she just said that the graping and all of that kind of stuff she was suspect about, and she just voiced her opinion about it, and it turned out it to be true because Heartbreaker said it today. She said it in her mind it wasn't great. She said that.
Mahogany and Tiffany, thank you for the cash apps. I am
And
going to be
she
sending
and
Alex over these glasses.
somebody else, they got together and wanted to go after this dude for whatever reason. You know, to shame him, to get money out of him, to do whatever. Or expose him is what I heard her say.
But if it wasn't great, why would you actually go through the process of making videos, going on live, and then go and get a test just to
well,
verify that it was?
the part that I heard last night when she went live was Tea
And
Time
Tiffany.
waited till now to use the evidence that I put out there, and Dime waited now to reply back also, is what she said last night in her live. I have no reason to lie on neither
Oh
group
no,
of
no, we're
women.
not saying you lying at all. No, we're not saying that because we go in different lives, and guess what? We don't record. We
Right.
got the
So I
blog.
don't record, so I can't repeat something that.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
But
And
I don't remember her saying that about tea time.
yeah.
We gonna need some receipts on that, Leah.
They said Don played the tea time, the recording before tea time. That's what they said. And so let me say this. Somebody said that Heartbreaker is doing this. I'm gonna say it in the words of y'all, because she is looking for numbers. That woman, no matter what she do, she done already made her name on here. People like her, they like me, they like Dime, they like on the porch. She's not doing anything different than what we've seen. To me, something is getting ready to come out different with this story, a twist, and I be damned if somebody tell it before she tell it.
Right.
That's what I think happened. I think she came out and told her story. She knew she lied on him, and somebody else knew she lied. She knew that he did not sexually penetrate her, and somebody else knew that as well. And so she basically chopped the head of it off before anybody else could expose her as a liar. Even though it's out there, I still think there's more to this story than being told. I do. And I've
But
been
he got
saying that since day one, and I'm not going to change it.
but he got too comfortable in telling his life story about the child and everything like that. So I can understand that being a trigger for her because listening to it, it was a trigger for me and others that's been through that as a kid.
So do y'all think that, I'm just asking, trying to see what's going on. Do y'all think that she was out to get him after? Let me give y'all this story. I know y'all gonna be like, oh, it's not the same. But when my son, my oldest son, the one that went to, and here go Mr. Chicago. Hold on,
Mm.
Mr. Chicago. When my oldest son went to live with his
Went
dad,
to here
uh, I'm gonna meet you, Mr.
I'm just
Chicago. Hold on, let me meet you for a second. I want to tell my story. I know everybody anxious to hear what you got to say, but I'm gonna tell my story. So when my son went to live with his dad, he had a daughter named Bailey, the one that will not leave him. And he was sitting down talking about how the baby mother was, right? And how hard it was for him to try to be a father to his child. So his daddy's words to him was, son, you don't have to take care of that baby if you don't want to. You could just leave. So my son got pissed off and left him. And we had to go pick him up on the side of the curb with his suitcases because his daddy thought that was the right thing to say. It reversed, and he is the best father. He is the best father. Baby, meek up. So, do y'all think, and I'm anxious to hear what Chicago finna say. I don't have no questions for you, really. But Chicago, so you hearing that you didn't
that you
talk to him.
I just, I got one thing to say. I don't know if you give me that because I'm driving. Everything that this person has said about me has been a lie. Nothing that I've ever said about my case from 1999 is like I'm proud of it or whatever. The fact of the matter is that that's the least proud thing of my life. The thing is that there was no essay. It was lewd and lascivious. But the fact of the matter is that the young woman lied about her age. There was no touching. I got 5 years probation, and I've had to fight this ever since. The thing is that I've never talked about this situation like I'm proud of it. That's a lie. That's a lie from the pits of hell. Okay? I never told her anything about being braggadocious about me not getting any time or anything like that. No. Like I said, when you have to explain your daughters, I have three daughters, that their dad was a sex offender. That part, that's the hardest thing that I've ever had to do in my life. if for somebody to say that I'm bragging on what happened, 27 years ago, is a fucking liar. And everything that she's been saying thus far has been a fucking lie. And with that, I'm not talking about this shit. And that's why I haven't been talking about it. Yeah, and I'll land my plane there. Y'all can believe what
Well,
you want to believe.
I never, wait a minute. I never said you essayed her. I've never said that. I never said you essayed HB, nor
No,
did
I, no,
HB
no,
know
I,
it.
no. I'm talking about no. Even years ago, that was not an essay. That's the thing
Well,
is,
she
people
said
say
tonight
that
that, from
she
what I
said
understand, hold on,
what
wait a
Heartbreaker
minute.
is
I'm trying to
what
get it
Heartbreaker is
out.
saying. Go ahead. What Heartbreaker is saying is that this was a situation where I was 36 and she was 13. No, she's mistaking me for her husband.
See,
No,
that's not what I now I you're up here talking about something totally different. She talked about your brother in a situation. I have never heard about you and the age and nothing and none of that. Me
what?
and Heartbreaker have never talked about that. So, um, I don't know what you're talking about right now. She talked about your
Go ahead.
brother and a little girl being impregnated by your brother and you covering up for your brother.
Absolutely not. See,
So
she
I don't
twists the
know
story
what you
all.
talking about right
What?
now
Hold on,
in your
stop. Okay, well,
situation.
I'm gonna tell you that story. Unfortunately, my youngest
I'm talking
brother,
about me and her
I
talking about.
found
I ain't talking about the recording.
my youngest brother actually had abused my oldest daughter when she was 8, and
So
I
my
found
thing
out
is
about
this,
it.
Mr.
Hold,
Anonymous.
stop. Let me finish. Let me finish. I found out about it 35 years later. Okay. Period. And that hurt me. Me and my youngest brother don't talk to this day right now. So that is the part that I had to deal with and have to deal with. As people want to look at me cross-eyed,
Real aggressive.
but my my brother is a motherfucking problem, plain and simple.
So sometimes you just have to let people talk because, I mean, like you don't have to come up here and defend neither one of y'all because I
Well,
said
hold
from the
on,
jump,
who the fuck is who the fuck is Kedra? Does she know me?
baby,
How the fuck is she
listen,
gonna say that
Wait,
somebody's
hold
lying?
on,
it's
hold on,
1,200
sir.
people
Please
in
don't be
here.
cursing like that, please.
Listen,
Yeah, Black Chicago.
I'll
Just
stop.
That's
it's
very
1,200 people
disrespectful.
in here, Mr. Anonymous.
don't look at the comments right now.
Yeah, don't
Comments,
piss
y'all trying to
people
calm it
off.
down just a little bit. We're trying to get to the root of everything that's going on. So comments, if y'all will calm it
Let me
down.
see.
My thing
Black
is this:
Chicago, just
you're not on trial over here. I'm not here to go back and forth with you and Heartbreaker story. I'm not fixing to take her nor you back through that. That's not what my point of it all is. I'm talking about Rogetta. Now, if everybody else want to go down the road of what you and Heartbreaker went through, that's on y'all. I feel like whatever you done in your past that was wrong, that's between you and God. If you were a pervert, whatever, I'm trying to use the right words, that's between you and God. What she said, only you, hey, I'm not here to go through that story that I keep repetitively saying I will not touch it again. I'm not here to say who done what. I've already said that everything that this woman said earlier about what happened in that motel room, I said I called back then. I'm not putting y'all, neither one of you, back through that. I'm trying to see if Rogetta's ass knew it was a lie and she kept wanting to spin a block on it. That's the take I'm on. But her lying on you and admitting that she's lying, that's something that's going to be held on in the court of law. And I'm not no witness to none of that shit. I'm not. All I can say is y'all got to handle things the proper way, not through TikTok, not through this fake court shit I do. If this stuff is really happening like it's looking like it's happening, then y'all have to handle that on y'all time. I'm not here to dissect any of that. I'm trying to see if Rogetta the big ass liar in the room. That's me, but y'all,
Well,
that's y'all prerogative.
with that being said, Nitra, I appreciate your time. I
Yeah.
appreciate
See, people
those
they want me to ask you
in your
questions,
audience.
Mister Anonymous, and
I'm good on
I'm
that.
not gonna do
I'm
that.
good
If
on that.
somebody up here want to ask you
Oh,
questions and you answer them, but I'm not
we
gonna
we
question
have
you about that night.
Oh
we don't
no,
have
I'm
time for
not
that
getting in
because
that.
I'm not answering any questions. I came up and say what I said. I'm out of here. Y'all gonna think what y'all think. I'm a free man. Been free for 25 years. Y'all be good.
But you coming up here talking to me like we got you on display tonight for touching this woman. And that's not the way this live is going. Nobody up here is discussing, to my knowledge, you touching her, her touching you. That nobody's up here doing that. So you jumped up here in defense of what? You didn't deny
Hey,
shit.
let me say it, Nitra. Let me say that you ain't gotta get upset and get offended. We was allowing him to speak his truth. We was not going against him what